Hey guys, how y'all doing? Welcome back to the Prodigy of the Universe. It's your girl Kim in the building once again with another channeling and video for you guys. And at the end of this video, I am pulling cards. This is a random video that I was guided to do. Why? Because when my spirit guides tell me to get up and do a video, that's what I do. Okay. If you're new here, that's what we do over here. But welcome. We do random readings about the raw is truth, and it's also uncut, okay? Which is probably why I haven't blew up yet, okay? I'm probably a little more raw than I was on my last channel, but that's no here nor there. God gonna send here who needs to be here. But at the end of the day, if y'all returning, welcome back. You already know what it is. We gets down over here. We gets to the bottom of shit, okay? As y'all can see from the title, this video is about the hangman in reverse, okay? This is what I was told by my spirit guides to do and talk about. Do a reading on this and talk about this. And then I was hearing the sacrificial lamb. Now, a lot of y'all know my background already if you've been with me that, I was raised in church and, you know, it's been a while since I've been there, but I carry God with me regardless. And I take from everything. I'm not religious, I'm spiritual. And I got to tell y'all this again before I get to talking about this because I did not know. I don't know every Bible scripture. I don't know everything. I just know what comes to me, what I hear, clairaudiently, and what I could remember from going to church, okay? But it's been a while. So I was hearing something about the sacrificial lamb. So I really had to do my research on that. When the hangman, I was given the hangman in reverse and told to do a reading about it from my spirit guides. But I was just like, well, what is this about? Sometimes they just get me on here. They don't care. They like, we'll give you the information. Just get on there. Okay, so this is important, I feel. And so I had to research really so I could be sure of what the sacrificial lamb was. Okay, and yeah, I know God, but I don't know everything that's in the Bible. So that don't make me no less than knowing who God is through personal life experience and believing in God. So let's be clear. Let's start there. Okay. So I looked it up just to make sure I'm understanding why it came to me clairaudiently. Okay. As I was told to do this reading. That's the first thing I heard, the sacrificial lamb. So I'm like, okay, that's not something you hear every day. And I haven't been to church in forever, so why am I hearing this? So I had to do a little research on it. And I'm not ashamed to admit that. Like, it is what it is. I'm real over here. That's why you get the truth, okay? Um, but in doing my research, the sacrificial lamb was Jesus, okay? Which in Hebrew, his name is Yahshua, okay? God's name is Yahweh, okay? Very sacred, okay? You know, that's the first names, okay? From my understanding. I could be wrong, but hey, we all learning on this journey. So I learn things along the way as well, and I'll share them with y'all, okay? But anyway, Jesus was the sacrificial lamb, okay? And everybody already know, Jesus' blood was atonement for our sins, right? So the sacrificial lamb was a lamb being sacrificed for our sins, which is AKA Jesus. Okay, so let's be clear with that, first of all. Is giving your life in place of another's, okay? Pretty much. And that's what Jesus did for all of us, right? So the Bible says, okay. So now that we got past that, the hangman in reverse is pretty much somebody coming out of stagnation, somebody getting to a point where they're looking at things from a different perspective. They are no longer sitting there being passive aggressive with things that's going on in their life. They basically making moves. They changing the situation. They getting up. You know what I mean? They are not stagnant anymore. Okay. This is letting go. The hangman in the reverse. It's letting go. It's not dwelling and hanging on to something. It's releasing it. Okay, so it's a release. And it could be a release of one's perspective and how they feel about a person or a thing or a situation. Or, it could be anything being released, right? But this is what I'm getting. We know if the sacrificial lamb got released for our sins, then the hangman in reverse, you know, is somebody who is doing some releasing, right? Or the actual person that's being released because of somebody else's life. Okay? I don't know. But that's why I'm going to do a reading at the end. So stay with me now because I wanted to talk about this. Pretty much the hangman in reverse is when you just tired of a situation being what it is and you just decide to let go. Like many of you guys might be feeling this or going through this right now. For this to come to me and for my spirit guides to be like, get up and do a reading. Okay? It is what time? 10:30 at night where I'm at. Okay? And it's okay. 10:34 to be exact. Okay? That might be an angel number of significance. I don't know. But y'all can look it up, share it below in the comment section if you choose to do so. If you don't, it's okay. But learning everything I learned before even doing the reading, it feels to me like someone has been sacrificing themselves in the place of others, pretty much. Um, and they're no longer doing that anymore. Like, an example of this would be, you know, and I feel a lot of black sheeps do this. They take on everything, you know. Me, I'm personally guilty of this. Take on everything, try to keep everything together within a family. You know, they don't even have to be the oldest in the family. Like, but this person, they sacrifice everything, okay? I've done this all my life for the name of love, just because of who I am. Not because nobody told me to, not because I seen it. No, it was more so I seen so much disorder and wanted to keep order. You understand? If that makes sense. As much as I possibly could. Like me being a Capricorn, a lot of Capricorns have to grow up fast. We have to, if you know anything about Capricorns, you have to grow up fast. And not only that, you really have a lot of maturity at a young age. So with that being said, you can get out here and be naive as hell, not knowing, what's going on blind faith, trying to save everybody. That would make you a sacrificial lamb, like Jesus, okay? If this is what you're doing in your everyday life, okay? And this is something I did naturally, not even knowing this before the cards. I tell y'all about personal life experiences, not because I want y'all in my business, but because, everything I've been through up until this point is from personal life experiences. I used to be skeptic, or you know what I mean? I didn't believe in none of this. I was told all my life, don't do tarot, it's evil, it's witchcraft, this, that, and the third. Okay, but when I prayed to God about it, God let it be clear and let it be known that it's good and bad and everything and everybody. Okay? Nobody is extinct. Okay? And it's up to you and your intentions and what you do with things. Okay? So God knows my heart and my soul more than anybody. So why would I hide it from anybody else, any man that walked this earth? I'm not. Because, you won't really be hiding it from who you need to, hide it from. Right? So, with that being said, if God know me, He created me, there ain't nothing to hide. So, with that being said, this has been my life where I've always done this naturally, okay? Some of us are natural healers. Some of us, we just naturally do things, like not even subconsciously thinking about it. You know what I mean? And these are the healers, the natural ones, with natural gifts and abilities. and stuff like that. Okay. Um, all this stuff, I get on here and do. Like a lot of my decks, I never even read the books. Okay. That's why I'm an intuitive reader. I rather look at the pictures. Okay. I was one in school, when it was time for social studies and science. I wasn't into it back then. I just recently got into it now. Like, if you know anything about a Capricorn, again, we learn a lot of things later in life. We go through so much. We restricted. I mean, we ruled by Saturn. We're restricted and limited with a lot. And then it's just the way we operate where, you know, even with the Bible, I did this. Read the beginning, the end, and a little bit through the middle. I skimmed through books all my life, like literally. So I don't do too much research. A lot of stuff just comes to me naturally. Anyway, saying all that to say this, a lot of these decks, I don't look at the books, the meanings of the cards and all that. I just go off of the picture and what comes to me through my spiritual gifts and abilities. Okay, people can say what they want, but how you will know if somebody real is if the truth played out. You know what I mean? Period, point blank. And that's with anybody. Okay? So, with all that being said, I feel like I'm talking to some sacrificial lambs like Jesus. Unless you Jesus reincarnated, which is possibility, God, hey, Jesus work, hey, he work in mysterious ways. You never know. I remember a story in the Bible where God showed up in a human body, and I don't know if it was Jesus or not, but it was like pretty much, you didn't feed me, you wouldn't clothe me, or something like that, and it was actually God or an angel or something like that. I remember that. I don't remember everything because a lot of stuff that I seen in church just didn't make sense to me, which is why I quit going. Like, yeah, it was a lot of stuff that I felt was forced and not right. And that's where a lot of churches mess up, that when people do want to go. I'm talking to my church folks. Anyway, nothing against the church folks. Everybody is not the same. You got some that really got pure, genuine, real love for you and intentions, okay? So I'm not talking about all church folks, but the ones that's always quick to spit the Bible scriptures. They don't miss a quote, a scripture. Them kind. So anyway, I feel like, and I hate to say this, I hope ain't nobody about to sacrifice themselves for somebody else, but that's probably possible. And a lot of my readings be future. Okay, it might not make sense right now, but maybe it will later. Okay, that's why all my readings are timeless. And I have to talk about this before I even get into the cards, because I'm gonna tell y'all how I feel first. Okay, before I even touch the cards, this is how y'all know my abilities and gifts are really real. Okay, because you gonna see this come out in the cards. I'm just going ahead and tell you ahead of time. But somebody could be about to be sacrificed for the life of another, or this already happened. Somebody is looking at something from a different perspective. And if it's not that deep, then you just looking at something from a different perspective. You no longer want to be stagnant. And this could be in the name of love, okay? People that's moving on from relationships. Like, I'm looking at it a total different way now. I'm looking at you a total different way now. Like, because, I done gave you chance after chance after chance. Somebody have here. Gave somebody chance after chance after chance, and they just abused it. And now it's just like, okay, at some point, you get that light bulb moment. Going back to the Hangman in reverse. He got that light bulb moment. Let me find the card. It ain't, I want to get it from my other deck. Hold on, y'all. He got this light bulb moment where he gets an epiphany. Okay, something ain't right here. I don't know if somebody gonna get a feeling like that right before they about to be sacrificed for somebody else's life or what. but I feel like it's serious and we need to talk about it. I also feel like, and then you would be surprised, like you see it all the time online, like mothers sacrificing themselves for their kids. You understand what I'm saying? It happens. You know what I mean? For any family members, for your children, for your parents, even kids doing this for their parents, sacrificing themselves in some type of way. Okay, so that's what I want to talk about here. Like, you got to be careful who you sacrifice yourself for. And it's so many. It's so much stuff going on with kids right now. So many fights I come across. Like, social media to me is not even entertaining anymore. I don't care which platform I go to. It's just like, let me get up off here. Because all you see is, you know, stuff you would get flagged for or shadow banned for or whatever. You know what I mean? You ain't allowed to share the content, but you see it all over all over every platform. Shit that shouldn't even be going around, like bodies and shit. And not just that, just fights where people was really getting hurt. You never know the outcome of a situation, but I'm gonna tell you this: was fated is was fated. It's certain things we got free will and we can change, and there's certain things you can't. But just be careful if you that sacrificial lamb, like Jesus, who you sacrifice yourself for. Because when you sacrifice yourself, just like time, you can't get it back. Ain't no coming back from that. We sacrifice ourselves all the time in the name of love with our spouses, putting ourselves at risk sexually and other ways, right? In the name of love. Not knowing what a person out here doing, risking your life. It could be talking about it in that way. I don't fucking know. But I'm telling y'all, shit just got real. And I don't know who this message is for. And it might not be for everybody. But it's going to resonate with a lot of people. I know this much. I was just seeing earlier a video where a girl got drugged down the street by a car after the fight didn't even take place yet, because people so scared to fight they want to use weapons. I seen somebody get stabbed with some scissors earlier in the video, and then I seen a girl get dragged leg damn near halfway off because they about to fight, but they ain't even get to the fight yet. Now she fucked up, sacrificing herself for a family member. I'm just saying. Y'all really have to be careful out here. This is the number 9 year. This is the year of endings. And ain't nothing a coincidence. I don't believe in accidents anymore, and I don't believe in coincidences. I'm going to tell you, once I learn how to read birth charts, I know everything is written. So everything going to play out like it's supposed to. Even when you're going through shit in life, I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all. All that shit is meant to be. I don't give a fuck what it is. The good and the bad. Meant to be. A part of your path. A part of your journey. A part of the walking in your shoes. If it's written. And again, certain things we do free will for, and certain things we don't. It's certain houses that you can change and certain houses that you can't. Now, I'm not an astrologer, but I know enough. X. You understand? And if you anything like me, stuff will come to you. It'll come to you out of, just like this did, out of thin air. You be like, okay, now where the hell did I just hear that from? I mean, this is what real spiritual people go through. Okay, so why did I just hear somebody call my name? I'm gonna tell y'all what I go through. Was I just talking to you? I'm asleep. No, you ain't talking to me, but you was talking to somebody. And I'm not crazy. You're crazy. If you watching and you go through that shit, you're not crazy. You're gifted. Okay? I think my strongest gift is clairaudience, but I'm also all the clairs. It's just the one you actually pay attention to and use the most, I think, is the strongest. And I love music. But that's another video. We're going to talk about that in another video. But back to the hangman in the reverse. Somebody is getting an epiphany or will get an epiphany about what they need to do. Some of y'all might have to sacrifice yourself if you haven't already. Somebody has changed the way they thought about somebody or something. They feel like something got to give. This ain't working for me no more. They feel like I got to take action. I can't keep sitting here waiting on something to fall in my lap. I just feel strongly like somebody's life might depend on it. Okay, I just feel like, because I heard the sacrificial lamb with this, what it boiled down to is somebody giving their life for another. Shit just got real. Somebody might have to do this. And if you felt like that, or you had any gut feeling, anything like that, then it just might be you. If you ever felt anything like that. I don't know if this guy. Okay, sorry guys, because somebody or something don't want me to deliver this message, but we gonna deliver this message. I cannot control the the glitches, okay? So forgive me, but we back. So yeah, I feel like even the glitch was not. I feel like I done talked enough. Let's just get right into this reading, okay? Dear Spirit and Universe, we ask for your help today to use me as a vessel, a conduit, to clearly and accurately deliver this message you're trying to send forth for whomever it's meant for. Give them clarity, give them signs, prepare them for whatever. I'm hearing right now, like, the footprints in the sand, the footprints in the sand. And I remember this poem so much because it meant so much to me, like the Serenity Prayer. It's very famous. And God said, when you couldn't walk, I carried you. Somebody about to have to be carried or something like that. Whew. I don't like deep readings like this, y'all. I was trying to play with it, have fun with the readings, focus on love, but I have to be obedient. I'm just shuffling my cards right now as I talk, but I do feel like somebody might be feeling like they walking some road alone or something like that, or God has forsaken them. But God is letting you know right now through me that he's carried you the entire time. It wasn't you that was walking. It was God. And for whomever that's for, you gonna know. Because you might not have had no strength in you. Probably had faith as little as a mustard seed. But God wants you to know he has never forsaken you. Um, okay, God, let me finish the prayer. We ask that you cover this reading from any negative energies and entities and protect us, protect my household as I deliver this message. We ask for clarity right now and for you to touch whomever this is for. Give them peace. Amen. Okay, so I think that's ready. I just wanted to shuffle while I was still praying, but let's get into it. I already know which deck I'm going to use first. I'm going to use the brown deck because this is my past life deck. I want to know what's going on. Is this something of the past or is it something of the future? Because sometimes, you just never know. So let's just tap in, tune in. I'm going to pull from like 6 different decks, okay? Because that's what I pulled out here. So let's just see. I'm sending love and light out to whoever watched this video. For real. Because life is real. It's not a game. It's not a joke. I'm not trying to provoke fear. First of all, let's start there. This ain't that. But I'm delivering the message. I'm just the messenger. Okay? Show us. Why did I get this message? What is this about? Authority figures came out here. Usually authority figure, for me, is somebody of importance. It could be anybody from a parent to a police officer, for me. I'm also seeing something about a decision being made. But let's get some more cards. When they hit this thing on this thing in court, it's the final verdict, is what I'm hearing. Something is about to be the final verdict, okay? This is why I've been going live. I don't like going live because of stuff like this, the glitches, right? I said the final verdict and then it glitched again, right? That's not a coincidence. But I'm going to tell you this. It's been raining on and off where I live, and that could be a reason. It's fucking with the Wi-Fi or whatever, the internet. I don't know. But nothing is a coincidence, okay? Right before I was hearing final verdict, it glitched again. And because I keep saying glitch, you know, glitch is like a brief moment, right? Something that happens in a brief moment. Something that's interrupted quickly. Okay, let's just keep going. Show me more what this is about. I'm not taking cards that fall on the floor, but I do have mother. So maybe I should take it because I was just talking about this could be anything from a parent to a police officer, right? The authority figures. Well, now we have an authority figure here, a mother and her children. So this could be about a feminine energy right now. She's in the current energy. It's telling me a decision was already made in the past. Could have been a past life. It could be before you was born. Something about a mother here. Okay? An authority figure. Not the kids. Okay? I'm going to just keep it out here. It's kind of scary. But I'm not here to scare anyone. The truth hurts, though. I almost want to cry. Somebody could have had to make a decision. Somebody could be crying about a mother or a child. Ooh, I can't even keep the cards in my hand. So, in the way they just flew everywhere, I'm sensing a tower moment. But it hasn't happened yet. And how I know? Because this is the future. This next card. Orphan. Kids left alone. I cannot make this shit up. Woo! What's at the bottom of the deck? Spouse. This could have to do with a relationship where somebody sacrifices their life. Some feminine figure. It could be behind her spouse or behind her kids, is what I'm getting. It's a decision that she made probably before she got to this earth, or she made an oath when she either had these children or had this marriage, okay? I don't know. But she leaves, this mother is leaving her kids as orphans, is what I'm getting. And the spouse will be left probably to take care of the kids. I don't know yet. But that's what I'm getting. They feeling like orphans though. This kid is looking at this mother. Like I told y'all, shit just got deep. I'm hearing, you know, this could have to do with somebody's relationship here, kids involved. I just heard fireworks. It almost scared me like a gunshot. And y'all know I'm from the hood, right? It's not a coincidence. I feel like as a warning, somebody's mother need to be careful when it comes to their kids and gunshots or their spouse. Serious. It just got real. I'm really serious. Let me pull it from another deck. See what else comes out. Yeah, that's the chakra card. The base chakra flew out, which is depression, which is stress. Okay, of course, you know, a lot of people probably aren't going through that. But let's see. Show me more about what this is about. Again, authority. This time, it's the man, the masculine energy. This got to do with somebody's parents, okay? This is card number 4. It represents family. It represents home. Give me more. These 2 different decks, you guys. 2 different decks. Saying the same thing. Temptation. You see this heart there? So they doing it in the name of love. Somebody got the key to this person's heart. But this person, to me, is doing a triple take. Like, looking real fast. Somebody that might not see it coming. And you see how this person is holding their chest? Something happens fast. Like I just said. I told y'all this shit was going to come out in these cards. Somebody is not going to see this coming. They're holding. But temptation, that something forbidden, something you don't got no business doing, or somebody you ain't got no business with, or something like that. It's almost like this person got a key with a heart on it. So I'm doing this in the name of love. Temptation. I see somebody is tempted to do something. Is what I'm hearing. It almost looks like this person is jumping in the front of something and sacrificing themselves with their hand on the key. This person is the key to what I'm talking about, the sacrificial lamb. Just like Jesus was the key to us getting into heaven. This is the person. This time is coming out in masculine energy. And if you know anything about masculine energy, they the go-getters. They the ones that supposed to provide, protect, right? They the ones that supposed to actually get out here and make shit happen, right? When you get in masculine energy, you ain't get it going energy is what I call it. You get shit going. Feminine energy, just sit pretty in a soft girl era or whatever. In case y'all don't know the difference. She's the nurturer. We got crown chakra out here as well. Could be blocked as well as the base chakra. I'm going to just say that. I meant to take those cards out because I don't, of course, chakra's not going to be aligned. But this is the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Okay? This is a hand coming out of some quicksand. It is what it looked like to me. What didn't kill somebody, I'm hearing made them stronger. Okay? There's a victory here with the Ace of Swords in this deck. This says triumph and success. So it's almost like somebody tried to bury somebody, but it didn't work. This is card number 1, a new beginning. This is card number 6, harmony, family, again, balance. So we got a 4, a 6, and a 1 here. That could be an angel number of significance as well. Look it up. Comment below. Tell us what it means. Or you don't have to. Again, this person, even if they get buried, they still saved somebody or had some sort of victory here, is what I'm getting from this card, okay? This is triumph and success. When you take authority or you have authority, you are held at a higher standards. You have a responsibility. You have to move different. You understand? But in the name of temptation, somebody is going to sacrifice themselves, is what I feel. But at the same time, it's a victory and a new beginning. What's at the bottom of the deck? Solitude. I'm getting this is one person and one person alone that will have to do this. This is the number 9. Completion. The number 9 year. It will happen this year. Solitude. Again, it's almost looking like to me with these cards that still a parent is saving their child and somebody is left alone. Okay, these just different cards, same thing that y'all just seen, but with a different deck. Somebody is sitting in solitude with a book in their hand that could be the Bible. This is somebody who studies, who heals. They sit by themselves. This is like the hermit, alone, like that orphan. Now I'm hearing those who have ears, let them hear. Those who have eyes, let them see. I feel like maybe it can be a lot of people. I don't know. That just gave me the feeling that it might be for a lot of people, not just one person having to do this. If it's not a mother, I'm definitely getting it can be a father, okay? And somebody here is left alone. Somebody is here left alone, okay? Let me just show y'all again. This person got a responsibility. They already made a decision, an oath, right? Or something like that is what I'm getting. How many of y'all make vows like I do? I vow with everything in me the day I had my babies to take care of them. With everything in me. I made that vow to God. I do my best. Blood, sweat, and tears. Any means necessary for mine, right? Sometimes you have to be careful for that. Take it from somebody who went through it already. Personal life experience, I'm going to speak on it again, where I had to sacrifice myself a couple times for my own children. Real shit. And maybe I went through it as a test for this to be my testimony. because that's how God works. I'm not going to speak on the exact things that I went through, but I definitely sacrificed myself. For somebody here, it might be a parent sacrificing a child. I don't know. But let's keep going. Hold on, y'all. I needed my drink. What's going on? Show us more. Now, do y'all see how it's a lot like Jesus or God? Because Jesus was God, but in the man form. Everybody know the story, right? I hope they do, but some people probably don't. But he would have been an authority figure, the mother or father who sacrificed himself for us. At the same time, leaving us here alone. I mean, I'm trying to make it make sense. I just heard it don't have to make sense. It might not make sense. Yeah, of course it don't. Some of y'all confused. Seven of Cups. There go that decision again. Right? This to me looks like an average guy or girl, it could be anybody, that needs to make a decision here. That will be making a decision. The cup, Seven of Cups is about decision and choices. This is your choice, your decision to make. It might be some confusion here about what's going on, what to do. I don't know at the time. Eight of Wands. Then I say it's going to happen fast. Happens out of the blue. Eight of Wands. Out of the blue. Something is about to happen out of the blue to somebody. And they're going to have to make a decision. And it's going to be talk about this. It's going to be conversation about this, okay? Things might start coming from out of nowhere. I mean, out of everywhere or out of nowhere. Since I said nowhere, something might happen out of nowhere. It might be uh, a decision surrounding some messages back and forth for somebody. Ace of Cups. When it comes to their lover, maybe, or somebody that they love. Like I said, that go that heart again. Because somebody here gave their heart to somebody, right? And I say it's not that deep. What I'm seeing is somebody making a decision after some conversations back and forth to just have a new beginning with somebody. Because again, with the Seven of Cups, you're still stagnant because you're trying to make a choice or a decision, right? But this is when shit moves. Eight of Wands. Shit is moving. Okay? Bam, here go that Ace of Cups, the new beginning. Like the Ace of Swords. So whatever this is, it happens fast, okay? And because I see this heart again, I feel like somebody here might need to go check the flow of their heart because I'm seeing water here, right? And it's giving me something happening fast, possibly to the heart too for somebody here. Okay? Not to scare anybody, but it's real life over here, and I talk about real life shit that really happens to people. Okay, because this ain't no sugarcoat over here. This ain't no fairy tale and lollipops and gumdrops over here. We talk about real life shit over here. So I gotta tell y'all because that's what I'm getting to. This could be anybody. It can hit everybody different. We know as a collective, we can pick up on, like, if you're a reader, you already know this. Like, you wonder, like, when I first started doing tarot, I wonder how one reading resonated with so many people, because it can, and so many things. Like, it can resonate with your finances and your love life at the same damn time. I don't know how it works. That's the magic about tarot. I never knew how it works. It just works because it's energy, and everything is energy. I believe that's how it works. It's showing you that energy is real, even in the cards. Chariot. And then for somebody, sometimes this can look like a hearse to me, but this definitely movement. Movement forward. Okay? Chariot. This could be an ambulance, a vehicle of some kind, after something suddenly happens to somebody. Okay? I don't know. I'm seeing that. I'm actually seeing somebody make a decision. They get on the phone. This is about somebody they love, and bam, they in an ambulance. That's for somebody, but not everybody. I'm also seeing this. If it's love, somebody here was dealing with multiple people. It was talk about it. It was conversations and messages back and forth. Somebody is moving the fuck on. Okay? No more confusion is what I'm hearing. I'm out. We on two different paths, remember? Ain't shit to sit here and be confused about. You made your decision, you made your choice, and it wasn't me. Okay? Somebody could have talked about this already. Go ahead. Be with that new love. I'ma find new love. Okay? Because you definitely got options. Okay? There's definitely other options if this love. Whether you're in love or not, somebody just left. Let me keep going. With this person, it's no in between. It's black or white. It's no gray. That's what I'm getting. This person don't want to leave no room for gray or confusion. Now, somebody might have to make a decision to sacrifice themselves, you know, when it comes to somebody they love, because emotions is here, cups is here, and they might have to leave, okay? Is what it's telling me. But it will be some sort of conversation first. I'm also seeing that. The Seven of Cups and the Ace of Cups is what? The Eight of Cups. Where somebody is emotionally unfulfilled, but they know they got to let go. They walk away. And then, if you subtract this, it's the Six of Cups. So with somebody, a friend for somebody, or a child for somebody, the Six of Cups. Somebody that you love and you close to, that you know from the past. I cannot make this shit up. Woo. I don't know. This could be something as simple as somebody is burying somebody, okay? The only major arcana here is Cancer, okay? If it's not something with the heart, it could definitely be Cancer for somebody here. I don't know. Maybe that's what they had to leave from, okay? Something has been slowly getting to a point, okay? Before this happening, something has been going slow. Like I said, stagnant, confusing. It's been confusion. It's been shit ain't been moving. This is the slowest moving night in the deck. It's not the Hangman, but it's a lot like it. Motherfucker barely move. Take forever to get there this night. Okay? But one thing I can say about the Knight of Pentacles, they loyal. They still loyal. They just do what the fuck they want to do when they want to do it. They just take their time. You see this person's shoes is off. That might be significant because I never noticed that on this card before. Somebody might be bare feet when this happened. Might even be walking. I don't know. But it's like somebody slowly moving and confused. Or somebody making a decision. They done thought about it. Biting their nails, so they worried about it. My bad, y'all. Again, another glitch. Okay. So if this is love, this is somebody who moves slow and they dealing with multiple people. But this is what their choice is or their decision is. Okay. Let me see. If this somebody's parent, maybe they move slow. Maybe they're a little bit confused. I don't know. This could be somebody's child that's slow and a little confused. I don't know. The nights are usually, for me, I say from 14 to I'm gonna say mid-30s, okay? That's how I look at the nights. All nights. So it could be somebody within that age range. Let me see. Show me more. The Four of Wands. So this is a happy home. This could be somebody coming to somebody's home to talk. If this is love, okay? I'm also seeing something like a church. Somebody got a tambourine and everything, okay? But anyway, I see somebody who is making a decision to go to somebody's house to talk to them, okay? I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all because that's what I'm seeing. It might be some messages that they have once they get to this house, or they already have some messages before they get to a house, okay? And they on their way. But they taking their time, okay? Because they trying to figure out something. It's some confusion, okay? I'm seeing a ladder here. That might be significant. And go figure, I got ladders in my backyard right now. I'm seeing a snake here. This could be a snake, Chinese astrology. I'm seeing a bat here. Somebody might have bats. I don't fucking know. Or maybe it's an actual weapon. Definitely seeing a bat wing sticking out here. Ooh, wait. What is going on? And what's so crazy is I don't see no scary cars out here. I'm just picking up on the first cars, and it's just like an eerie feeling, okay? Somebody might have an eerie feeling, but they come into somebody's house. Or they going to somebody's house. Or somebody, like, I don't know. Somebody going or coming to somebody's house to have a conversation or because of conversation. Okay. Let me look into this. Eight of Wands, the Four of Wands, that's the Two of Wands. This could be a partnership that somebody have. They go into their partner's house. Because it's some shit that they need to talk about. It's some confusion around something. A happy home. I'm even seeing somebody's, the houses, the sticks with the fires, that could be around somebody's house. You know how they had them, it's summertime where I'm at or whatever. You know how they burn them things out in the yard for mosquitoes and everything. They might have them around their house, or hopefully this ain't the actual house getting set on fire, but these is two fire sign cards, okay? But I'm just saying that's coming through too, okay? Hopefully ain't nobody going to nobody's house to do nothing. They ain't got no business concerning arson. Shit is crazy. I just feel like this is a very deep reading. Um, and I'm hoping and praying that this just somebody want to go talk, okay? But with the Eight of Wands, shit flying out of nowhere. Whether it's conversation, I mean, it is conversation, but it can also, I look at that as being weapons or just shit coming out of thin air. You know what I mean? But this is concerning some sort of partnership. Now, we did see the spouse out there earlier. So this could be a conversation had between a man and a woman who's in a relationship or a marriage or something like that. Stay with me now. We're going to get to the bottom of this. And there go that masculine energy again, the King of Cups. Somebody is going... Now I'm seeing a masculine energy go to somebody's house. And this could be somebody you love, right? This somebody, you know, older, now that I'm seeing the King of Cups out here. Um, he could be a bit older than what I already said, but this under the Ace of Cups. So this is somebody that they love, who they going towards, okay? Somebody is going towards somebody in the name of love or family, okay? To have a conversation. To see about some sort of new beginning, okay? Somebody here could have a starfish. I'm hearing starfish. Or they can have a fish tank, an aquarium, or something like that at their house. But it looks like they're going to have a conversation. It don't look too serious. I think I said that already. Then we have justice. Okay, so yeah, these people could be married and or committed to one another. Okay? Or it could be a masculine energy that might just be talking to everybody, meeting up with the family or whatever before they go to turn themselves in. Okay, because this is justice. Somebody could be going to jail here. Leaving their kids orphans until whenever. Okay? This could be a Libra, because justice is the next major arcana out here, and it's Libra. It's only two major arcanas. This is also about decisions. You see how that works? We started with decisions, we ended with decisions. So somebody here has to make some sort of decision to just go ahead and go. Either way it go is what I'm getting with the Chariot and the Justice. And this is the right thing to do with it upright. Okay? I want to say this works in somebody's favor and it brings things back into balance, but it just depends on what the situation is. It could still work in somebody's favor where, the kids are safe, something might happen to one spouse, but it don't happen to the other one, okay? So it's still working in their favor, but at the same time, I'm getting some sort of loss here with the Chariot, or somebody moving forward with the Chariot. Somebody is leaving with the Chariot. Somebody could be leaving a spouse. This could be like a divorce. Somebody's leaving a spouse, okay? Or they leaving their kids, okay? This is a hard decision, I feel, because the Justice out here with the Seven of Cups. So somebody been thinking about this, biting their nails. This has been very hard for somebody. but they feel like for whatever reason they got to sacrifice themselves. Hangman in reverse to go lovers at the bottom of the deck, and I just see this, and that's another decision. Okay, the choosing between two people is what I'm hearing. Somebody here in the name of love have to choose between two people, and they're going to the house of the person they feel like is the one for them, with the Ace of Cups and the King of Cups out here. This person is in love with somebody here, and they are making a choice, the final verdict of the final person they want to be with. It's clear as fucking day. This could be a Gemini, because lovers is another major arcana that's out here. Uh, I feel like somebody is darker and somebody is lighter, just like these horses and these people. Okay, it could be any race, but somebody is darker and somebody is lighter. That's who they chose. Could be an earth sign. Don't have to be. For some reason, I'm getting this is about the darker person. Okay, she's even dark like he's dark. You know, I mean, it could be African American. Don't have to be. Like I said, it could be any race. But that's what I'm picking up. Somebody has made the final decision, okay? Or the final decision has been made on something here, okay? And it's definitely heavy with earth signs and water signs. Yeah, we have all signs out here, but we only got one card of air. No, two cards. And two cards of fire. The rest are water and earth. And we got two air sign cards, two fire sign cards. The rest is water and earth, but mostly water. So y'all take with that what y'all would, okay? Heavy on the water and earth, though. Well, actually, it's two earth. Well, yeah, two earth sign cards out here, and this was just underneath the lovers. So it would be one earth sign card. So this heavy on the water. So that also tells me it's heavy on the love, heavy on the emotions, okay? The final verdict has been made, the final decision. Somebody is choosing who they want to be with. If they had options, they chose the one they wanted to be with. They go into their house. I want to know why they taking their time. Let's clarify this Knight of Pentacles. You know, I feel like it was some confusion here. Somebody had a hard time making a decision, but they making that decision. It's like, okay, the ball in your court. That's what I'm hearing. That's why you had the authority to make some sort of decision or choice here, because the ball was in your court. Somebody is leaving their kids, okay, with orphan here. Somebody went towards temptation. Somebody has been sitting in solitude and thinking about this. They had a hard time figuring out who to leave. Now, if this is a parent to their children, same thing. This wasn't an easy decision. They've been biting their nails. They've been taking their time trying to figure things out. They've been even talking to the kids and the family members, you know, but it's like they kicking it. They're not even worried. You know what I mean? But this person is biting their nails. They worried, okay? And I feel like they would. They would sacrifice themselves and get a heart for the ones they love. They will. Because this is like somebody being in love with their children if it's their children, or they being in love with their spouse if it's their spouse, or it's just they got a whole bunch of love for a family member or a friend. Now, apply it to your life. It's going to hit everybody a little different. But I feel like this one going to hurt. And it wasn't easy for them to make a decision. Show me this Knight of Pentacles. There go Romeo or Juliet. What's behind them? The light-skinned person. Well, he lighter than the Queen of Pentacles. Let's get her back out. It's the World card. See? The World card. It's over. Like, that's the ending for this new beginning. Okay? Somebody left their wife and kids for another spouse, okay, is what I'm getting here. That's one story. The other story is somebody left, talked to everybody, and had to abandon their kids to probably go to jail and sit in solitude alone. Okay, that's another story I'm getting. And then with the World card, somebody is actually leaving this world. They're ascending, okay? This could happen in Cancer season or Libra season if it's in the future. Okay, it might be in the future for somebody here is what I'm seeing. And the Knight of Pentacles tell me it's gonna be a while. What is that? 7 weeks, 7 months from now? What is it? Let me think. Okay, because we in June right now. July is Cancer season, so that's one. That's about what? 4 weeks. So it might happen in 7 weeks for somebody because this is Seven of Cups. It's gonna happen slowly with the Knight of Pentacles. And if it happens in Libra season, it can be October, right? Uh, September, October, I think. We did have that nine out here. But this is the Seven of Cups, so it can be on the 9th or the 7th uh, of any of those months, is what I'm getting. If this is somebody having to, say goodbye to somebody. And my condolences if that's the case. Okay, it probably haven't happened yet, but hey, there's a reason why this coming out. And then we have the World card. I see this as somebody being protected. Somebody could be protecting that somebody else being a sacrifice. This almost looked like Jesus ascending, right? Hmm. So for somebody, it will be that. I'm getting a lot of masculine energy here. Okay, don't have to be because we seen mother come out here too, so it could be anybody's mother or father here. Okay, but oh gosh, because this is like I'm not trying to confuse y'all, but I'm seeing so many different stories right now. So it could be all of that, and again, it's gonna hit everybody different. Okay, but this is an apology going to somebody. I wanted to get the Queen of Pentacles out again because this is her counterpart. The King of Pentacles is out here now, so it's definitely telling me it's heavy on the earth again. Okay, so for some of y'all, this is an earth sign going to their true love. Okay, and now I just wanted to show y'all how I was not lying. Like this couple, one is lighter and one is darker. This is a couple. This is divine counterparts when it's usually the same suit. But see, you have the King of Cups here too. So this could have been a woman choosing a man or a man choosing a woman. Take what resonates. But somebody here was left behind for somebody they're in love with. Somebody had to leave somebody else here. Okay? It was three people here where somebody had other options. You know what I mean? It's what I see. And it was a talk about, where you happy at, or what you gonna do, what you gonna choose. Somebody was probably giving an ultimatum here, and somebody took their time making it. Okay, if it's love and they chose the one they felt they was right with. Okay, and the one they was in love with. This is in love. This person don't show their emotions too much. But this is saying you are the one. I'm giving my heart to you. And this is what he probably told somebody. Or will be telling somebody. Let's get married. Let's move forward to the future. Okay? We on two different paths with the chariot, but let's bring this into balance with the justice. Okay? And they apologize. I'm sorry. Might come in with flowers, gifts, or something like that. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Somebody is lighter, somebody is darker, somebody can have gray hair here. Okay? I'm seeing gray hair. If this is a child, it could be a darker parent with a lighter child. Okay? I don't know, because I'm getting that with both of them. There's two nights out here, and you still see one's darker and one's lighter. Okay? It's something with two different complexions. Okay? Like somebody here is dating somebody who lighter than them and somebody that's just as dark as them. Okay? But yeah, if this is a child, then the child, I don't know. He either light like the daddy, okay, and the mama dark, or he either dark like the mama and the daddy light. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Or this could be stepdaddy, whatever. I mean, take what resonate, but that's what I'm getting because I'm seeing this in so many different ways. Then we have the Six of Wands as I speak, as the victory. Again, this Ace of Swords. It's triumph and success. Again, this is a successful completion or ending to something, and it's doing what's right and what's fair for everybody involved. Okay, but somebody had to make a sacrifice. They had to sacrifice themselves for another person. Remember, I'm taking y'all back to the beginning of the video now. Well, now y'all see who the other person was. There will be balance brought to a situation. There will be a victory still, no matter what's happening, and a new beginning. No more confusion. It's coming to an end. Okay, so let me get advice from the universe right now for this situation. And let me see what the universe got to say. It's happening, guys. Somebody done made their mind up. Somebody had to sacrifice something or somebody. One life for another. Okay, in some type of way here. The universe. Ten of Cups came out with the Star card. This could be somebody very well known. Again, I'm getting family or somebody that you're close to. But the universe is saying times. Make positive, optimistic, long-term plans on the right. See, that's what I was saying. Ain't nothing a coincidence or accident. It's written in the stars, baby. Whatever this is written in the stars about a family situation. It says contentment and reward in family life. Your what okay your emotional and material needs are met. Trustworthy relationships. So the person you're asking about is trustworthy. Okay, this person could be a star, they could be famous, they could be a local celebrity, they could have some sort of stage presence is what I was saying. They could be important. Okay, this person is important that somebody is choosing. Okay, or it's written in the stars for somebody to come together and heal each other within a family situation. Okay, say somebody is left an orphan, but they're going to come in contact with somebody who is a very important person or a very popular person that's going to take care of them and heal them. Okay, Ten of Water. Spirit is saying this. You're on the right path. You know, happy times are coming. The end of a situation is time for healing. Okay, That's what the universe is saying. Something had to end. Then we have the Queen of Air. Something had to be cut out. She cuts off everything that's no longer serving her. For some of y'all, oh gosh. Somebody have to might go through some sort of procedure here where something get cuts. Okay, I'm hearing that. But I don't want to talk about that. But we have the Queen of Air here. Um, she's intelligent. She's decisive, right? Independent, experienced, realistic, witty. Like she used her logical mind. She used her emotions, right? It says objective decision making, clearing away all that no longer serves you. Seeing the humor in a situation. Hmm. I don't know. I'm hearing either way it goes, somebody can laugh about it. I'm hearing somebody can laugh about it because either way it go, something gets healed or somebody gets healed. Somebody gets a victory here. There's a new beginning. Something has to end though. Something has to get cut out though. Somebody needs to look at the truth of a situation. Be real with themselves about maybe who they want to be with, who fulfills their wishes, or who they wish to be with. I don't know. It could be like, again, she's the older woman, right? And then we got a star here. The child could be a star. Okay? This is a family situation either way it go. Um or something like that. And then after the Queen of Air, we got the Tower in the reverse. So somebody been avoiding this, or somebody will try to avoid this. High Priestess in reverse. Something gonna come out. And that nine again. Nine of fire. A release. Nine of water. Another nine. A release. Somebody ain't gonna get their wishes fulfilled. And then we have the four of fire with the two of cups. I cannot make this shit up. And that victory again. Look at this. It's too many nines here. Okay. Another nine. Nine of air. With the knight of fire in reverse. So I'm getting somebody worried. And I'm seeing somebody not trying to avoid something that must comes out that must comes out. Okay, it's telling me with the nine of water in reverse here that everybody ain't gonna be happy about this. Okay, the nine of fire here is somebody is not fighting for something no more. This three fucking nines is somebody's karma. 999 could be significant here. Three nines together? What? The six and the four of wands upright. This is a lot of passion. Again, another ending though, and a victory and a happy home. Like it's gonna be a victory for somebody here because they get what they want, but it's gonna be sadness for somebody else because it's like, hey, you brought this on yourself. Two of cups, okay. I'm getting soulmates coming together if it's love, but it's gonna be revealed. Somebody been trying to avoid this. This says a powerful life event, a powerful revelation that leads to change. Time to spread your wings. That's what this say. But in the reverse, so in the reverse, somebody could be trying to avoid this ending. Nines are not yet complete, right? But then we have tens out here too. So it will be complete. The high priestess. Listen to your intuition, have patience, carefully consider what you're doing before acting. Now, in this case of, somebody might not be doing that, okay? They're the high priestess in reverse, meaning they're gonna ignore their intuition when it comes to a situation or a person, and they're gonna not even have patience. They might uh rush in to do something. I'm seeing the Knight of Swords in my head now, trying to start a war or something like that with somebody, and you're not thinking carefully before you act. So y'all might want to take that as a warning, because you just might be the one that's getting cut out. I don't know who I'm talking to, but I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. Okay, I am. Ain't no sugarcoating shit over here. We don't do that. Because it's real life shit that happened, and people really come here for divine guidance and clarity and information. Let me pull some of my broken illusions cards, because we definitely breaking them bitches tonight. Store. Could be significant. This could happen at a store. They say money spent, trip there, needed to go. Okay, somebody might be going to a store and something happening. I don't know. I'm trying to get clues, whatever come out. And we got spring here. So spring remind me of flowers blooming. Even springs in the bed, something holding something up or springing up. You ever got stuck with one of them hard ass springs that's be in a spiral? Okay, be careful with that. Somebody might have one of those in their hand. I don't know, because I just got that picture in my mind's eye. But with the spring here, I feel like something gonna be popping up or blooming, okay, or happening. Spring passed, okay? It passed already where I'm at. It's about to be summer. But it is still raining outside like it's spring though. Anyway, medical is here, okay? And my grandbaby ate this card. Somebody might even get bit, okay? This is eating, okay? Somebody might be going to the store to get something to eat. I don't know. Ain't nothing a coincidence. This says medical, okay? Remember I was just telling you about the ambulance? Okay, action procedure needed. Somebody might need a procedure where they need to cut something out. Okay, but they be ignoring their intuition. Okay, somebody could work in the medical field here that I'm talking to, or somebody needs to pay attention to the health or on the health. Okay, like I remember I was talking about that heart. Okay, just saying. These a whole nother deck, different cards. And I made these cards with pure intentions, good intentions. Oh shit, we got the baby here. Again, that's taking me back to the orphan. For somebody, I don't know, this might have something to do with a baby. Somebody being pregnant, just born, or on the way, okay? This could cause an ending, maybe for somebody. Then we got school. If they ain't on their way to the store, they could be on their way to school. School is out where I'm at, but anyway, they can go to college. We got college here. We got thinking of going back or dropping out. Okay, somebody could be in school here. That's significant. At the bottom of the deck, we got I haven't slept with anyone else. Okay, I haven't slept with them or anyone else. Okay, somebody could be coming back to somebody and telling them this. Like, yeah, you know about them, and yeah, I was over there. Maybe some sort of confession with the Ace of Swords, some sort of honesty. But somebody is like, yeah, I haven't slept with anyone else. Okay, I feel like since the Ace of Swords came out here, maybe they telling the truth. Okay, or the truth about a baby coming out, or the truth about somebody's medical. I don't know. Or the truth about something at a store or a school, okay? Could be significant here. Let me see. Let me pull more cards. We tapping into the divine connections cards that I created. One day, maybe they'll be real cards, okay? Hopefully nobody steal my idea. What I name my decks, because I created them myself, okay? I'm unique like that. I don't like to take from others. Anyway, I see a lot of that going around. Let's see. Why you can't tell I'm unhappy? So somebody here is unhappy with something, okay? And they feel like somebody can't even tell. Like I said, somebody was biting their nails, worried, okay? Somebody in this situation is just not happy. And they don't understand why somebody else don't see it. This card wanted to jump. We got spiritual, gifted, into spirituality or awake. Okay? This could be somebody very spiritual that's important here. Remember, we had authority. Oh my God. Hopefully, ain't nobody making a decision to go to nobody spiritual to do nothing to like do some shit they ain't got no business. Because what y'all need to know is when you do shit like that, yeah, you get what you want, but shit comes back on you. Okay? Know that. Yeah, you might have some type of victory, but then something happens where you left alone, or something might happen to somebody. Yeah, shit like that. Type shit. I don't know. Somebody, yeah. Somebody could be spiritual, just into spirituality as well. Don't have to be that, but since I thought of that, somebody could be doing that. Some type of work on somebody to ruin something. They don't do it for me. Only you do. So somebody could be telling somebody that, like, they unhappy with a person. They don't do it for them. Only you do. So they trying to come back to you or something like that. I can't take your mouth. Okay, so somebody can't take your mouth or somebody else's mouth here. This might be a situation where a parent and a child get into have some sort of argument and they have to put them out or leave. Maybe the child leaves. I don't know. That's what I'm getting. I made sure kisses, baby. So somebody definitely trying to get back in where they fit in. Okay. Missing your kisses. Or maybe if this somebody's child, they miss kissing their baby, or maybe this baby miss kissing their parent. I don't know. Don't take your love away. We definitely got somebody who's missing somebody and don't want them to leave them. And they basically telling them like somebody else don't do it for me. You know what I mean? I just want happy. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, I want to be near you now. Okay. Somebody could be feeling left alone from a parent. Okay. Want to be near a parent as well. Um, or this could be a parent and a child. Take what resonate, guys. That's strawberry, and I hope y'all enjoyed that. Like the video if it resonate, and y'all definitely, absolutely know I'm coming back with more. Peace. What I do?